Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. So my repeating subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about Elon Musk and the relationship between him and Donald Trump. And we're going to find out how the relationship is going to go over the next couple of years to find out if we're going to have any sort of intel or information that we might need to know in this video. Now, in the past readings that I've done, I have seen sour relationship. I have seen whistleblowers and stuff like that about this election, and that relates to Elon Musk, and that the disconnect between the two could lead to something larger. And we're going to explore that on a deeper level today with a clear conscience, a clear understanding, without any pre-context of what we read before, to see if we can get clear and concise information for today's video. So this video is being recorded on November 21st at 9:06 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hence why this video is a little bit on the darker side in terms of lighting. It's because it is nighttime, theoretically, because, daylight saving. But I have an LED light running right now, so it kind of gives me a nice glow, and you guys can be able to see the table. So everything should be good, and people are sleeping. So there's that. But anyway, besides the point, I want to say thank you all for those of you guys who support the channel, who've been liking, who've been engaging, commenting, and just overall just being very nice and supportive, and greatly appreciated for the community that we have built here on this YouTube channel. And I just want to know, keep up the great work. I'm very proud of all of you. I've been getting back to majority of you, and I just want to know I will continue to do so. I love you all, and thank you for all those who emailed me. I will be emailing you back very soon. So anyway, we're gonna get started, and we're just gonna just dive right in. Now, go into the community section on this YouTube channel, and go to the community page, and drop your questions there, and then I would use those questions as a basis for the story, and to further expand the story, and then any other questions that don't relate to the storyline that we're trying to tell, and be able to insinuate and give you the next chapter in the storyline of the Trump administration and America in general and the world. That would be in a subscriber base video. So definitely keep a note of that. So definitely get your questions in there before I stop allowing questions to be input in. But anyway, besides the point, let's just begin. Now, if you do have YouTube channel name suggestions for me, let me know in the comment section below. I know like you guys said I have tell really good stories. So if you can somehow incorporate that into the name, let me know. I will take everybody's suggestions, and then I will pile them, and then we'll see what name wins, or whatever spirit tells me is the best name, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, let's start. Okay, so we're going to talk about Elon Musk and Donald Trump. So the way I'm getting this, and the way to best interpret it is, I'm seeing, let's do Elon Musk first. What we see for him in the public eye, what we see behind, what we don't see behind him in the behind the scenes. For Elon Musk, we'll do the same for Donald Trump, and what we don't see behind him. And then we'll compare the two, and we will, do a tarot card reading on both Trump and Elon Musk, and we'll go from there. So that's how I'm planning on doing this video. So let's just begin, and hopefully you guys like the video. Just don't forget to engage with the YouTube channel, don't forget to share the video, everything like that. It helps the channel tremendously. I'm sure you guys have known that. I'm sure that people have told you that, so I'm not going to tell you what to do. Do as you please. But if you can certainly help out the channel, you do like what you see and hear, please let me know. But anyway, besides the point, let's begin. So Elon Musk, what do we see in the public eye for Elon Musk, and how he presents himself in the public eye? Okay, so there's challenge here. So let me bring this card down to challenges. Okay. Wow, I've seen 4 cards in a row. So how does Elon Musk present himself publicly? Jesus. Okay. Thank you. I love when they give me the cards like that. They kind of give me the layout, and I just follow their layout. The presidency card. So that's the top of the deck here. That's what we have out in the open. Okay, let's see what we have behind the scenes. Okay, so they told me to use the Kipper deck for behind the scenes for Elon Musk, so we're going to use that. The deck that we're using. Okay. Spirit Angels will tell me about Elon Musk behind the scenes. What do we not know about Elon Musk behind the scenes? What do we not see about Elon Musk behind the scenes? What do we not see about Elon Musk behind the scenes? What do we not see about Elon Musk behind the scenes, Spirit Angel? Tell me. Thank you. Okay, so it's the top or bottom? It's the top. Let's just go here underneath the tower card. Let's just go under the second card. Okay. And the fourth card, what do we not see behind the scenes for Elon Musk? What do we not see behind the scenes for Elon Musk? We have courtship. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So it looks to me that Elon Musk, at the surface level, if let's say Vice President Harris wasn't married and wasn't the Democratic nominee, it looked like Elon Musk would pursue her. The first thing I got was he likes her. The same way that I get with Trump. Very strange. Very strange. Okay. We have here, well, actually here, okay. I don't want us to be disturbing. This is what I'm getting. Now, I just want to say this is a little bit of a trigger, so I do apologize for anybody. I'm getting the reason why they like her is because she fights, and they like a good fight. But I'm seeing like aggression. I'm seeing aggression from Elon Musk. I'm seeing like control. I'm seeing like they feel like when a woman fights them, they feel more empowered if they overpower her. That's what I feel. I'm feeling like they feel like they are superior to the women. So when they fight and they have a strong fight in them and they overtake them, they feel like they gain power. They feel like they gain control. That's what that feels like. It feels like even over your body, my choice type of situation. That's what it feels like. It feels like he believes that women are inferior and he's superior. That's what it feels like. Interesting. Also not good at all. Okay, so we have here is we have the Tower card. So that is what he's showing us. And that with the Chariot card. What we're going to see out in the open soon, it doesn't seem to be happening at this moment, which means this is taking place sometime in the future with the Tower card here, which is the end of something, an abrupt change, followed by the Chariot as we going towards the presidency. I wonder if he's going to leave something huge that is relating to him that takes him out. And I'm not saying that could be metaphorically. Again, everything in this video is just for alleged purposes only and for entertainment purposes only, and that is not all. But it is saying here that the Chariot card is being crossed by the Tower card. And the Tower card is telling me here that something big is coming, and it's going to cross by his pathway to the White House. So that is what I see here. Now, this is what we see out in the open. This is what we see behind the scenes. Okay? So that's coming out in the open. I can only imagine what's going to be behind the scenes. Okay, so now we have here is followed by the Queen of Cups. There's a woman here, female. A female is able to control him. Almost feels like, in a way, he feels like, and remember I told you he has respect for Kamala, and that he likes her, but he likes her fighting, his ability to be above them when he's able to gain control. Well, this Queen of Cups here is telling me that she's able to control them in this little cup. She's able to maintain them. Now, I'm not saying this is Vice President Harris, but what I am saying is there's some woman here that has some sort of control over Elon. Someone controlling Elon, and it might be related to this. That makes no sense though. I'm hearing Ghislaine Maxwell, but that makes no sense. She's in jail. So how is she controlling him? Unless it's somebody like him. I mean, like her. So we have the Strength card reverse. Strength card. He's very weak. In the future, he can be very weak. Very weak. Oh, I see. Okay. So we have the Tower card here, right? This has to relate to his pathway to the presidency. Now, this is my ambulance card as well. There's ambulance to Star Wave. with the Queen of Cups upright, a woman had control over him, and he is not strong health wise. I wonder if he gets injured or like he just falls ill, and then a woman had to take care of him, but the woman refused to take care of him because of what the things that he said about women. Right? He forgets that women are caretakers. Well, I'm not saying that they're all meant to be caretakers, no, but they have it in them and emotionally and in their destiny to care, have more empathy, right? When you take a woman's empathy away, what does she have left? You know what I mean? Like she has nothing to offer to you, and you don't deserve it, right? She only deserves the empathy for those who respect her and treat her with respect. We have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, hold on, that's wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See? Nine of Pentacles here, and the Nine of Pentacles is reversed. This means fortune for me. This card is reversed, and it's a woman here. So this is telling me here that he's gonna lose fortune and money, so he's not financially strong anymore, and it all has to do with control of a woman, or what he says about women, or a woman who dominates him, what really would destroy his mental capacity, considering the fact that he thinks he's superior and women are inferior. That is followed by the Tower card, which has to do with interference in something huge that leads and stops him from entering to the White House. But it also has the ambulance card here, which is the downfall, so he gets an attack. It's going to be because of his statements on women that makes him weak, and then he might be in medical debt or something. So just whatever happened is going to be big for Elon in the public space here. We do have here the challenge about the Queen of Cups here. It's the Six of Wands, victory. And then we also have here the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles as well. So the number 6 is showing up here, 66. What makes it 12? What makes it 3? Let me see what numerology says for the number 3. That might give us a little bit more intel on what we're expecting. I'm also getting January 3rd as the key date here. What's to call it? 6. So yeah, so it's 612. Then it's broken down again into 3. So numerology 3 meaning. Okay, so in numerology, the number 3 is associated with creativity, communication, optimism, and joy. People with the life path number 3 are often said to have the following traits. They are creative, charismatic, optimistic, trustworthy, and seek knowledge. Now, let me see challenge. What does it mean as a challenge, though? That's the difference. In numerology, people with the life path number 3 may face challenges such as procrastination, lack of focus, and difficulty taking criticism. Face challenges head on. Okay, that's just a recommendation what to do. It also means a lack of purpose or finding your purpose, finding who you are, who you're meant to be. That is what that also is indicating here. Which it makes sense though, because it feels like to me that he lost his purpose. His purpose was to be over women, to have control over women, right? When he loses that ability, he's unable to be well, which is why after the woman card comes in as strong, able to control him, the strength card weakens. He loses his ability and he loses his finances. He loses his ability to collectively gain momentum, be able to move forward, right? Control is also in money, right? You're able to control, but when the control is reversed, the money should be reversed as well. So that's what's out in the open. That's what we see. We also have the presidency card here as well. We have a woman balancing, right? Balancing, trying to pour a little bit more water into the pool and take a little bit more water out of Earth. Now, people will say that this card is not very well balanced because this has more water than this one does. But when you look at nature from a different perspective, when you add more water to a land mass, the more water you add leads to flood, which causes more destruction. When you equalize the level of water based on the volume and the type of destructive factor that it can cause, that is equilibrium. You see here, it's creating rivers, not floods. Right? That's very interesting. I also still water the shapeshifter element. It's able to destruct, but it's also to create love. What you create with it is what you can manifest. Oh, look at this. Eight of Cups reverse. Just so you know, it's underneath the presidency. Okay. Anyway, let's look at behind the scene for Elon Musk. We have here underneath the Tower card crossed by the Chariot card, we have the main male. And the main male is reversed. Now, this card in the past have always indicated to me Donald Trump and what Donald Trump represents as a whole. Who is Donald Trump? Donald Trump is the main male in this figure. But he is reversed, which tells me that in some capacity, Elon Musk may fall, but it may not injure Trump the way that we would expect it to. Now, underneath this Queen of Cups here, we have the main female. If you weren't convinced by the female card the first time, this further emphasizes the female card, the feminine energy, right? Because we have the masculine energy, right? The fall of the masculine, the fall of the patriarchy, and the rise of the feminine, or whatever. I don't even know what type of archy this would be, but the rise of women, the rise of feminine. That doesn't mean that women will always be empowered. That's not what that means. It means that those with feminine qualities, feminine energy, will be more likely to be empowered. This means that more progression, more growth, better movement, better social life. Those are what those mean. This is the age of Aquarius right here. This card is representing the Aquarius card, which is also why you see the water in around the woman's leg. I'll show you. Which is why you see her in the woman's leg. Now, underneath the strength card here, we have the bad health. The bad health card. If you weren't convinced out in the public, this is what's behind the scenes. So it seems to me, I'm going to be honest with you guys, it seems to me that not only are we seeing everything behind the scenes, but also seeing everything out in the open, which tells me that Elon Musk is pretty transparent when it comes to things that's happening not only in his personal life and what we don't see behind the scenes, but also what we see out in the open. And it feels like to me that both simultaneously are happening together, which means that his life might be very possibly exposed both behind the scenes, but also publicly, which could indicate why we see what we see in the what we see out in the open is closely matching what we see behind the scenes. Now, that could mean that he could be his entire life is exposed. Something gets exposed, but in some capacity, um, information is there that is further suggesting the idea that what's going behind the scenes, what we'll also see publicly as well. So it could be that he's very transparent or something gets exposed. Now, underneath this card here, which is the Nine of Pentacles reverse, we have distant horizon, which means that he's going to have to go somewhere else, but he is going to break the chain. I wonder if he's going to get deported. Because it feels like he's being sent away somewhere. He can't go to jail. He can't go to jail. Well, he might get arrested for a little bit, but he is not the United States' responsibility. He is South Africa's responsibility. For those of you guys who don't know, I think Elon Musk, if I'm correct, from South Africa, which means that he is illegal. He's not documented. We have the disinformation. I wouldn't be surprised if if he pisses Trump off and Trump sends him away. You got the guy elected and the guy sends you away. Sends you back to your own country, and that's what that distance card is here. It feels like the chains are here, but they're not able to catch him because they gotta send him away. But it's also possible this card might mean that he's gonna run away. That there might be a runaway, might be an escape or attempt to escape because of what happened with the Tower card and the main male falling of the main male. Which could be why it's reversed. It could be the fall of the main male, the main figure, which is Trump, and he is crossing with the Chariot card, which leads to his downfall, which you see here indicated. Because this could be, and I'll read this two other ways as well. But the distant horizon could also be indicated as well. He's going to try to escape. Because underneath this card here is courtship. And oh my god. He's going to try to amend his relationship with those who he had a crush on. Now, if you understand what I said earlier in the video, I said that Elon Musk likes Harris. That's what I said, and this is why, and hear me out. So we have the Tower card, right, being crossed by the Chariot card, which is the fast way to the presidency. That's the challenge, right? Getting him across the finish line over Vice President Harris. Vice President Harris is being shown here. She is restored as the winner. Because of that, he loses his strength because he thought he had superiority over the Harris, but he really didn't because he didn't really help Trump win, and therefore people lose his faith, but he also loses business, which means his business failed. Now, underneath the above the Queen of Cups, which is the challenging card here, we have taken the election away from the Democrats in favor of the Republicans, right? Then we have here the victory, taking away the victory and handing it to somebody else who didn't really get it, right? You have justice on the Democrat side. Underneath the Tower card, which we see behind the scenes here, we have the main male, the fall of Donald Trump, right? The Queen of Cups here, the main female, who is Vice President Harris, being followed by bad health, which means that she could become president. She could fix a lot of these problems as well. She can go after him if she wants, but I don't see that. I see that maybe there's a possibility where she is restored, but God forbid she wasn't. She could go in as president, and that's always another option. Now, we do have here the Nine of Pentacles reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles reversed is saying distant horizon. In a distant horizon, she could become the next president, and she might become president because Biden might take a step down, or something else happen. Maybe the bad health of the United States. This could be indicating democracy. Could also be indicating the health of the voting system, whether it was fair or not. But regardless of what the outcome is, here, she will also possibly trying to catch him or have the FBI or the CIA try and get him. And while they're out doing that, he might try to escape. Now, God forbid he does not escape, right? I'm also seeing deportation. And this is why this card comes into play. I'm seeing this card here, and I keep hearing this, like, I'm showing the scene from, like, almost like a Hallmark movie, where he's sitting down, Elon Musk sitting down with Vice President Harris, well, President Harris in this aspect, trying to tell her, like, don't deport me, I'll do whatever you want, whatever you need, I'll do it. That is why the courtship card comes up. He wants to try to woo Vice President Harris. That's interesting. Also disgusting, but interesting nonetheless. Now, we are going to do Donald Trump and do the same concept and go from there. And then we're going to compare the two and see if we can get a deeper understanding of what is going on. Now, if you guys are liking this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with others. Don't forget to engage and comment in the section below what you think of today's video so far. I think it would be really interesting to see what you guys have to say and what you guys see as well. Put this one first. Okay, for Donald Trump, Spirit Angel, tell me, what is the relationship between Donald Trump? What do we see out in the public over the next couple of years for Donald Trump? What do we see out in the public for Donald Trump and over the next couple of years? Even with his relationship with Elon Musk. Thank you. Okay, what else? Give me two more cards for Donald Trump and his relationship with Elon Musk out in the open. Thank you. We'll just put that there. Okay, what else? Okay, and final outcome card for Donald Trump. Interesting. They both have similar cards here. Spirit Angels, tell me about what we see behind the scenes for Donald Trump. We already got what we see out in the open. What do we see behind the scenes? What don't we see behind the scenes between the relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk over the next couple of years? What else? Okay. What don't we see between Donald Trump and Elon Musk behind the scenes? Okay, there's a challenge here to this card. There's a challenge to the change card. Okay, and should I use this card? No. Okay. Donald Trump for the courtship card. Thank you. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually keep it where it was, and I felt like that was important. So I'm gonna leave it just like that. And of course, your card for Donald Trump and Elon Musk. What is Donald Trump's relationship behind the scenes with Elon Musk? Okay, so Donald Trump has a different layout than Elon Musk, as you can see, right? Hopefully, you guys can be able to hear me. I don't know if you can, but I'm gonna try to speak as loud as I can. So we have the change card here, which is a change. Which is very interesting because we had the tower card come up as well. We have the change motor vehicle, right? But it's empty motor vehicle. It's being challenged by. I'm trying to be very careful with how I'm moving it. Ooh, the Four of Cups. It's crossing the change card, loss, right? And it's also being aided by the pathway card, which is reverse. No pathway forward. There's no light. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's kind of like what it's saying. Now we have here in the second card, we have the reverse poverty card, being aided by the despair card, also in reverse, despair, which is public. Now this is what we see in the public eye. Then it's followed by the courtship card. Now this is what we have out in the open. Now what am I getting so far? Well, I'm getting here that there is a change coming for Trump. A change within the Republican Party. And it's going to be costing him a loss of some sort. A breakage. A break. There's a break of some sort. It could be a break of a party, right? Because the vehicle is not moving. It's just stationary. There's a break. Possibly there's a dismantling of the party. There could be a rise of a third party. There could be a rise of the new conservative movement. But regardless, we have the pathway forward, the Republican Party and Donald Trump pathway. And this is the ending of the story. The end of the story. We have here the poverty card. The poverty card is reversed here. He's walking. But, you know, it looks like the Fool card, right? Because he's carrying something, but look what he's carrying. He's not carrying anything significant, right? Nothing significant. But he's carrying something to clean the rooftops, right? But I'm just seeing now for the first time, I'm seeing a black cat. A black feline in particular, because that's what I got the word feline, not cat, but feline. And we have here the rat, right? Where there's a rat, there's a predator. I always say this in a lot of my reading, that, you know, the prey may get away, but the predator will always sneak him out. That is why that card is reversed. It is saying right now that got away, the rat got away, but the predator is close behind, right? We have the despair card here, and that's also reversed, right? Not hiring. And we have this little dog here. The dog is loving, is supported, is loyal, is companion. What does despair mean? Despair means people that he put in a position of power, people he trusts will be leaving him. People he think he thought he knew will have his back don't have his back. They have one thing you need to understand: politics does not mean friendship. It does not mean loyalty. It means backstabbing. It means someone has their own agenda. You are just serving their highest agenda. Until you are no longer serving it, they will backstab you. Simple as plainly put. That is what we have in the open here. We have the courtship card. There's some sort of appeasing of somebody, appeasing of something happening. We do have here underneath the change card. Okay, we have the tower card here. And I said this earlier in the video. The tower card resembles the fall of Donald Trump. Right, there's a loss here. Right, there's a loss. There's a change of something, and there's the end of the pathway. There's no light forward. There's a tower moment for him coming soon, and it involves him and Elon Musk in some capacity. It doesn't mean that there could be a fall of the United States. That's necessarily not what it means. But what it could mean is there's a fallout in the relationship. And this is telling the storyline of what we're expecting and what we're seeing. This is what we see out in the open. This is what we see behind the scenes, right? Behind here, underneath the poverty card, we have Three of Cups, right? The Three of Cups card, people celebrating, getting together. This is all three women, right? And the women showed up in this particular pattern for Elon Musk, right? But it showed up in both the public and behind the scenes. It only showed up for Trump behind the scenes, but it's being challenged by the Ace of Cups, right? The Sweden, some 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 capacity, right? He didn't get the poverty vote here. I mean, the poverty vote is really what it is. The Three of Cups here is telling me that he did not win the women vote by the margin that he won it in 2024. It's telling me here that there's a change in the result in the women vote. There's a change here. Poverty in reverse. It's being aided by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Wands here. Now this is my scandal card, which is why this card comes up like that. Because this is my scandal card. Now I don't know if I had it like this or like this. But either way, it's a scandalous card. Now, under the despair card here, reversed, we have the Emperor card, despair, right? Not hiring, right? The loyalty under the presidency, right? The thinking that he put trust in people that he thought he could, but really they end up leaving him because remember, politics does not mean friendship. It means you serve the best interest until you no longer don't. Simple as put, right? That's the despair card here. It is followed by the reverse Emperor card reverse. This is the card where Donald Trump is in the White House, he's in the presidency. This could mean the fall of Trump, theoretically speaking, with the Tower card here. It could be telling me that the fall of Trump in the presidency. He may get removed. People in his cabinet may force him out. They may backstab him if he was to get into the presidency. Now, this could also mean that he's removed from office before he even steps in because Vice President Harris goes in. There are many timelines in which we can enter where Trump does not become president or is removed from office. He could be impeached, for God's sake. He could be removed by the 25th Amendment. He could be removed by the 14th Amendment. There's a lot of amendments where he could be removed from, but every outcome so far has indicated that even if he does become president, he will be forced out. I even did a tarot card reading, which I will link in the description below, on how the FBI and the CIA forced Trump out. And that was a video that I recorded back in 2020 or 2021. So I don't really know. I don't recall exactly when it was recorded, but I know it was recorded right during the election of Biden. Now we do have the Lover card here. And the Lover card is reversed, which is interesting because it means the feminine and masculine is reversed. With the upright in the public eye, the masculine and feminine together in the upright position. This is what we see on the open in the public. Now we're talking about the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Now this is indicating to me already that the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump in the public eye might appear to be somewhat hasty, is the word that I would use, but also something that is not toxic to the degree that you would expect it to. But behind the scenes, it is completely toxic. That is why we have the Lovers card here, because they are opposing I'm hearing, this is what I'm getting, that they are opposing their natal. I don't know what that means. I know it means something in astrology, but it's saying that they're opposing at this time their natal in some capacity. I'm hearing natal Mars and Neptune in particular. Those two planets I'm hearing that is opposing, and they are fighting each other. And they have alpha versus beta, right? Alpha versus beta. One gotta be beta, one gotta be an alpha. But both of them are attacking each other to be on top of one another, right? There's a superiority complex between these two. It's ridiculous, but that's what it is. We have the family realm, 21, right? We have the two females in the picture, but no male. No male anywhere pictured in this card. Right, so there's two females in the picture frame, female again. Right, that goes above the courtship card, which is the family. So I wonder if he's going to have a fallout in the family. Oh, I went to go take out this card, but to show you the bottom of the deck, we have that card, this theory. Every reading we've done so far, thief has always shown up when revolving around Trump and the election. The bottom of the deck, though, is heartbreak. Same thing again. Every reading so far has indicated some sort of heartbreak, some sort of heart problem, Heart palpitation. Maybe in the next video I should talk about Donald Trump's heart because it keeps coming up in the reading time and time again. Now, this could also indicate that there's a heartbreak in the United States. There could be a heartbeat that stops in the United States, the beating of the heart, the soul of America. That could be as very well what it could be indicating. But it could be more pronounced than that. It could be more physical. It could be more spiritual. There's a whole bunch of meanings that it could be indicating. So it would be wise to best to explore that further before you make a definitive understanding of what we think it might mean. Now we are going to now be talking about the relationship and Elon Musk together in the same reading, but we have seen what we saw in both the public eye for Donald Trump and Elon Musk and what's behind the scenes for both of them. Now we're going to put them both in the head-to-head mashup and see if we're going to get anything toxic out of both of them, which I'm sure we're gonna. I have no doubt about that, but let's see. If we both had the tarot cards in both guys reading in the both same placement. So that's interesting. We both have the same women in the same placement and everything. So it would be really interesting to see how that will play out. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to do the Rider-Waite Tarot. The Rider-Waite Tarot for Elon Musk, which is going to be on the side. Donald Trump is going to be on the right side. And we're going to do what we see out in the public, what we see behind the scenes, what we see out in the public, and what we see behind the scenes. That's how we're going to do the layout. So, Spirit and Angel, tell me about Elon Musk and what we see behind. Tell me about Elon Musk and what we see out in the open between Donald Trump and him and their relationship. 4 cards. Actually, no, I'm seeing 3 cards. Give me 3. Okay, give me 1 more card, please. There's a challenge here and 1 more card. Thank you. I love when they do this stuff to me. Love it. Alright, so Spirit Angel, tell me about Elon Musk behind the scenes and his relationship with Donald Trump behind the scenes. So most of the cards should be, the reason why most of the cards are coming up again, they should be in some way similar to each other. Because we're talking about both of them simultaneously in their connection together. Now, for Donald Trump out in the behind the scenes, what do we see for Donald Trump behind the scenes here with Elon Musk? What is the relationship behind the scenes over the next couple of years? Okay. And same thing. So this is behind the scenes for Donald Trump. This is behind the scenes for Elon Musk, and this is what we see out in the open for Elon Musk. And what is out in the open for Donald Trump and their relationship with Elon Musk over the next couple of years? Come on. Thank you. Alright. Tommy, is this the top or bottom? Is this correct? No. Is this correct? Yes, okay. Is this correct? No or yes? Is this correct? No. Is this correct? Okay. They give me a final card for the Magician card for the relationship between Donald Trump and Elon. Okay. So as you can see here, we have similar cards and similar things that have shown up in both of the readings simultaneously. So let's take a look and see what's in the open now. Again, this is Donald Trump. This is Elon Musk, right? And actually, I'm getting a poll here. Spirit Angel, tell me, what is the card that represents today's reading for Elon Musk and Donald Trump's relationship overall? Women, Empress card, Russia. Okay, that's my Mother Russia card. Okay, so we have here, out in the public eye for Elon Musk, which is this card here, we have the Star card, which is the presidency, right? Helping Trump win the presidency. We have here, this card is the 5 of Pentacles, right? Making sure that there's not a loss. Being challenged by the page or cups, right? Fool. This is somebody who is looking at the fish, thinking that, oh, there's not plenty of fish in the sea. But you see the ocean behind them. There's plenty of fish in that sea, but maybe not in your cup. But there's plenty of fish behind you. That's what it's saying. It's ignorance. And then we have here, we have the Five of Wands reverse, fighting. Right, that's what we have out in the open. That's reverse. Now, behind the scenes for Elon Musk, we have the toil and labor, which is number 38. Right, it's being aided by the presidency card in the public. From behind the scenes, though, for Elon Musk, we have the main female, President Harris, once again, with the Five of Pentacles reversed being crossed by the Page of Cups. Then we have here the Five of Wands reversed being aided by the reverse Great Fortune card. We talked about the Fortune card being an issue for him later in life, especially between the relationship between him and Trump. Now, for Donald Trump, what we see out in the open, we have despair, right? Despair. Loyalty, lack of loyalty. Being aided by the Magician card. We have here, we have the gift card out in the open, the gift of the coffin, the gift of death. Actually, that's an interesting way of putting it. So I gotta look up and see what the gift of death means. What does the gift of death means? Okay, so apparently it's a book. And that means the same consideration of religions to date, while continuation to explore questions introducing given time, such as the possibility or impossibility of, now this is the description of this book. Okay, so the gift of death is the cross, the most the same consideration of religion to date, while continuing to explore questions introduced in given time, such as the possibility or impossibility of given an economic and anthropology nature of gifts. Ooh, okay. Data turn to the notion of responsibility, right, and the ultimate gift of life and death. Divides the book into four parts, which deals respectively with the development of the notion of responsibility in the Platonic and Christian tradition, the relation between sacrifice and mortality, the contemporary meaning of the story of Abraham and Isaac, and the relationship between religious ideology and economic rationality. Explicitly linking this book to Giving Time, the text under discussion includes Hebrew Bible and the New Testament, as well as writing from Parak and some other like books that we've never heard of. Essentially, what is really important here is talking about the gift, it's talking about the life of death, but it also has the key word here, giving time. That is why it's shown up here. The gift of death is time, right? For those of you guys, I don't wish ill health on anybody, not even on Trump or anything like that, but given time. It's all you need to know. It's given time. It will approach yourself and nature will do this work. Now, and I'm also hearing the word here, when nature does this work, I'm also hearing all will be revealed after this has happened. Now, I said this many times on the channel before. The things of the presidency will not be known until after he has left this earth. Because there will be no more obstacles in the way of truth. That is why the coffin is here. The coffin is saying after he's gone, whenever that is when the truth will be finalized and revealed. Now, under here we have the false person card that's reversed. Right, that's out in the open. That's what we see out in the open for Donald Trump. Now, it's being aided by, well, the coffin card and the gift card, excuse me. I don't mean to backtrack here, but it's being aided by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of cups reverse, which means going forward, not to the past, right here. And then we have the 3 of Wands reverse. And the 3 of Wands reverse means election night, right? My election night card. That's always been what the 3 of Wands, it always indicated the election night card, right? That is why that card is showing up here. So now we have to ask ourselves, what does all this mean? And why does Russia show up in the center of all this as a reverse card for Russia? Normally this would mean the woman card here, but in this aspect it means Russia. So let's explain. With Elon Musk here, the star card, aided by the toil and labor behind the scenes, is telling me here that there's a lack of loyalty. So in this aspect here, what's out in the open, Elon Musk gave Trump the presidency. But Trump is going to be in a state of despair soon when he realizes that Elon Musk is going to be the one to betray Trump, right? He did the work. He felt like he got the work, but Trump does not want to do what he promised to Elon Musk. But he thinks he is in control, which means Trump thinks he is the alpha over Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the one who got him in the presidency first, right? So there's like a fight here, there's a battle. Now, being followed through here, we have the Five of Pentacles being aided by the Page of Cups. Looking at the fish, not realizing that there are plenty of fish in the ocean compared to what's in your cup, right? You could take a scoop of water, you could look at it and say, well, there's no fish, therefore there's no fish in the sea. That's not really true, right? The volume in what content can hold can only be what you can see. If you are limited minded on certain things, you cannot pick up or see things if you are limited minded. Now, with the main female here, which is behind the scenes here, was telling me that they think that, oh, we took the scoop of water. The women are, defenseless. They can't even go out and vote for themselves. They can't vote for what their best interests are. But not so quite fast, right? You can take a scoop of water. Women are represented by the fish, right? They think fish are inferior. So when you scoop the water, they think that the women are not there. But really they are. They're always watching. Now, followed by Trump out in the open here, we have the coffin card. It's the gift to the United States. It's a gift to the world, a relaxation, a sense of relief, a sense of unburdenedness, so to speak. It's being aided by the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Six of Cups reversed. And now the Six of Cups reversed has always been my card when it's upright, going back to the past, the way things were back then. This is the 2016 card for Trump. But it is reversed, which tells me it's going to the future. So this is telling me here, in the future, Trump will die. Again, for alleged purposes only. But that is what it's saying, right? That's not a psychic prediction. And I say that very clearly. This man is really old, okay? Anybody can make that prediction, okay? Let me just put that clearly. Now, we do have to hear the main female. The main female card here is Vice President Harris card, right? He got her the presidency. There's a lack of loyalty here, which tells me that Elon Musk and Trump are fighting about certain things in the White House and things that they want to do and things that they want to enact, which causes infighting between the two. In the end, though, we have here a fight, but almost like a giving up, a surrender of some sort for Elon Musk out in the open, and he loses great fortune. But it feels like to me he might be one of the whistleblowers. It's very possible he can go against Trump and turn against him after a while being with Trump and getting on each other's nerves, right? Under here, though, we have out in the open, it is revealed that he is not the right person, the false person, right? But right now we don't know that because we have the masked man, anonymous male, right? I said this time and time again, every video has shown the anonymous person. If you have not watched it already, watch the video. The anonymous video, I'll put that in the link below, but I'll also put it at the end of the video if you want to click on that video next. That video tells you who the anonymous person is. Now we do have here, out in the behind the scenes, is talking about election night, his win for election night. So, what is the relationship between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is sours, right? It may not appear to be as toxic as one would perceive, but in a way, Vice President Harris showed up in Elon Musk's reading, but not in Trump's reading, which tells me that Elon Musk won't reveal information to Harris, which leads to him losing fortune when he gets away. Which could be why we got that earlier in today's video, where Trump is revealed to not actually won. And that because Elon Musk helped him, was because Trump refused to listen and realized that he is the beta and that he was brought out by Elon Musk. Elon Musk has more power over Trump than Trump realizes. And Trump doesn't want to hear that. So, that is the relationship between Trump and Elon Musk. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye.